Good morning. Welcome back to 18 Acres Journals. My name is Linda, and I welcome every single one of you. Today we're taking Amity Bloom's digitals. I have two types, Petals of Love and Her Story. And I broke them all down like I did the Pixie Dust files. And we're going to turn these into pockets and tags and side tucks and journal cards and flips. And we're just going to make them happen so I can keep filling up my basket. Because as you can see, there's lots of space still. And that's what we're doing on today's Work On It Wednesday. I just want to fill my basket. So come on, let's get going. If you haven't already seen her digitals, they're gorgeous. I am going to keep these. These are the ones that I did not cut up because they were either too gorgeous to cut up or there really wasn't any part in here that I wanted to break up. But I'm going to keep these. I'm going to put them back in my printer, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some beautiful backs back on them. Maybe even some of the digitals that I did cut up. And I'm going to use these for an upcoming journal. But right now, today, we're just making the pockets and the tags. Okay, so these are the ones that I want to do. This one this is how I'm gonna separate it. This one's gonna be a little booklet. This one I think will probably become a pocket or an up tuck, journal card, a side tuck, another booklet, a tag, journal card. I think this one's a pocket. Yeah, we'll call that a pocket. Tall tag, or I could use that as a belly band. I haven't decided, so I'm going to set that off to the side. These are already side tucks, so we'll put that up here. A journal card or a tag. A journal card or a tag. A pocket. I think this one will probably be, I don't know, it's little. We'll call it a side tuck. Journal card or a tag. Journal card or a tag. I have these all different sizes. Those are the journal cards over there. And then another journal card. And yeah, so we have journal cards and tall tags. Again, all different sizes because I ran across when I was putting together my Italian document. The pockets were small and the skinny guys. So here we have a small tag. Here's a medium size and here's a large. So we have the opportunity to make these into big tags. These are the smaller, in my opinion, little tags. But we're going to turn these in. These are all tags. These two are booklets. And this one, and this one will be our pockets. And these are going to be our side tucks. So what we're going to do first dibs is back each one with some book page. For the pockets and the side tucks, we'll cut them and then they'll immediately go in the basket. And then we'll start working on the booklets and then the tags and journal cards. And then I have a whole bunch of her little stuff that I put in here that I can turn into other things. But I think I'm going to wait because once I've redid the digitals that did not have anything on the back, I think I'm going to turn it into a journal and we'll use those to decorate the tags and the journal pages at that time. So, how is everybody? I am in a wonderful mood. Not only did I finish all my Christmas, but I also finished my Italian document and I already started writing in it. I'm loving it. I wanted to talk about that. The videos that we do on Mondays have been called Merry Mondays, but this past Monday with the Christmas booklets, those were my final ones. I don't need to make any more for right now. Now, when I start selling my Christmas stuff and it gets closer to Christmas, then I can. Oh, I don't know if that'll fit on that. No, because that's cut. So let it dry while I work on these guys. So from now on, our Mondays, our regular Mondays will be called Make It Happen Mondays. I'll be pulling out things and talking about what we're going to be working on and maybe even making some of it happen starting that day. But these are the things that we're going to be working on. And then on Wednesdays, we'll do our work on it Wednesday. Like today. Today is a work on it Wednesday. And we are working on Amity Bloom digitals, making pockets and such. This one's a big one. I think I'm going to turn this one into a wraparound. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I think it kind of sort of fits just enough. So we'll bend this one. We'll cut it and bend it so I know that it is a wraparound. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. I feel like it was just Monday, but it's already Wednesday. Okay, we go like so. Again, it'll hang off the edge a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Okay, and then let that dry. Oh, you know what? I might be able to put this guy on here. Yeah, I can do that one. Because that's going to be a side tuck. I have been so blessed lately with getting so many things accomplished. I really have, and I'm really pleased with the things I've been working on. I love my Italian journal. I really love it. Okay, that one goes there. This one's all gluey, but we can probably get, if I do it right, hit that one on this side. On this one, yeah, see? And then we got one left. So let me go ahead and, that paper is getting gluey, so I need a new one. I'm going to have to stop here in a minute and make my breakfast smoothie. I put in a Kroger order this morning between 7 and 8. They got here at 10 minutes to 7. Thank God I was up and dressed. I almost slept in. There we go. This one's getting real gluey too. That's my next one. Okay, and then these. See this little part right here? Yeah, these are supposed to be folded. And when I cut them out, I'll fold them so that I am reminded of that. And then I got one left, and we got a gluey paper already. So let me go ahead. I woke up, like I said, early. I think I got up at 6:30. I went to bed last night at 11. Been watching this show on Prime called The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's a teeny bopper movie through and through, but the characters caught me, and I just started watching it. Now I'm on season 3. I'm marathoning it to the point where it said, "Are you still watching?" Okay, this one, I could probably put that. Yeah, see, we'll go ahead and do that. This one we're going to be putting a backing on as well, but for right now, I want to go ahead and book page it also. It strengthens the cards. You don't want flimsy cards coming out of your journals. You want something strong enough that you can keep it upright in your journal, but at the same time, it's strong enough to hold everything you're writing. Yeah. And here comes my puppy. My puppy again. I'm going to get those. These are all going to be tags and such. And here's the thing. Once it's all done, and I have it with, I don't know if I'm going to, I think I'm going to just put a writable source inside this one. I really do. I think that's what we're going to do. What's the front look like? Oh, I have two choices. I can do lacy pink, which I think I'm going to do. And it's the thicker paper. So let me move this. And this is double-sided, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to do this one. And there's still enough room for me to make something else. But anyhow, what I was going to say is, now that it's all done, I can cut it out. Hi, Fan. Are you my puppy? We can go ahead and trim it up proper. This one? All right, let me put some paper on that first. I want this one to be stronger. Okay. Yeah, my puppy's in here, guys. He's like, Mom, you're back at it again. So I'm not going to do all of these with you. I'm only going to do a good handful. Get it started. Get my video out. Okay, and now let me cut this one out. I'll put him on that piece. What do you want, Fenners? Mama made sure you have food and water. So what do you want? Oh, boo-boo. I got put this right here. What do you want? What do you want? Go get your stick. We give them these, they're called chompers. I need to get my glue book. Hold on. I'm going to run through all my pieces of paper over here if I don't. Anyhow, I call it his stick because it's rolled up like a little, almost like a taquito, but it's pig skin. It's not raw hide per se, but he gets it down to a certain point, and then it starts to get kind of gummy, and then I get concerned about him swallowing pieces whole. So when he gets it down to a certain point, I kind of toss it without him knowing about it. He'll go outside and I'll throw it away. But he can sometimes spend hours chewing on that thing. Okay, so this one is done. We're going to go ahead and cut this one out. I'm just going to set it aside for right now because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it. Am I going to do it a big fat journal card? Am I going to cut it down some? Right now I'm just cutting it out. If I can get it on. There we go. There we go. There's that one. And then this one again is done. Okay, and that's way too small to do anything with. And this one, I want to fold it in half. I like the way it looks, but again, I'm going to have to run it through the cutter and square the edges up. Same with this one. And I'm just going to set those right there for now. Okay, let's go ahead and cut some of these out because this one I need to put it back on. So I'm just going to go like this for now. I'll put it back in the pile. But these, this is done. This is a side tuck. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. And then we'll figure out what side we want to put it on. I don't really have any good stories for you guys. I really don't. And I apologize, but I don't. See, that's the thing. All right, I'm going this side. There. It's fine. That's something I wanted to talk about, though. A lot of people, you know what? I'm just going to set it off to the side and we'll go through them. And then when I'm all done, I'll show you what we did and then we'll put them in the basket. A lot of people, and I've been doing it myself lately, we say, I am so sorry for the noise, or I'm so sorry for being late, or I'm so sorry that I made you watch me cut things out, or I've been doing that. And I just want to say right now, I don't really apologize for being who I am, for having noise around me, for making you watch me cut stuff out. I don't really apologize for that because unfortunately that's just life. What I do apologize for is being such an apologetic fool. Yeah, that's good. But I remember saying, I know it's loud and I apologize. And then I said, no, I don't. I don't apologize. And what I mean is when you're cooking something or you're making something and you at that very minute you do something that's loud, or you, like I just did, had to go get my glue book. That didn't take long. And when I go to edit my videos, a lot of the times I take stuff out so you're not having to watch me flip through all the 55 million things. So I don't really apologize for being who I am. What I apologize for is being an apologetic fool. We really, truly, every one of us have things in our lives that other people will probably not like. Mhm. My personality might not be your taste of, your cup of tea. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. But at the same time, I might be able to share something fun or cool with my journal making, and that's why you're watching it. And I appreciate it. I do. Don't get me wrong. I do. But I really shouldn't have to apologize for rifling through pages, or I see it turned out pretty cute, or um, or my puppy making loud noises behind me. This is unfortunately what happens in my house. So I'm just saying that because I feel like I can watch somebody else and they'll say, I am so sorry for so and so and so and so. And I'm thinking, why are you sorry? I mean, what happens? You shouldn't have to apologize. But then here I was doing it. This is going to be a side tech also. I'm going to take it off this way. This one's going to be a pocket. So I guess why I'm rambling on is just to say I'm not going to be going, I apologize. I'll apologize all the time anymore. And I hope y'all understand that things happen. I do close my door when I'm filming, when my husband's here, so you don't have to listen to our loud television. Because when he's here, he loves to watch TV. Well, what? I'm going like this one. I think this is the top. There's a pocket. And I won't know how big it is on the page till I get it there. And if I have to, that's not even straight anyhow. I can actually cut it back a little more. So I guess while I'm rambling on and been known to do that, I just hope y'all all understand. I'm not trying to be a brat or inconsiderate. I'm just stating facts. Okay, now this one, I want this there, like that. And I'll make that the pocket. And that'll just sit on a skinny page and then wrap around to the other side. But now that I'm done with the Italian journal, I can go ahead and do the little flip part. Okay, is that it? It's not. There. All better. Like I said, that's cute. Yeah, when I was doing the Italian journal, I just kept using my scissors to snip the corners. I wanted everything to be simple. Oh, that's it. Oh, we're done with all that? Nope, got this one. Got this one. I like the rustic look of my new journal. I love it. It blesses me. It blesses me. Okay, and this one, I think it goes like that, but it could also go like that. I'm making it a pocket going like that. Okay. And let's see, what else did I want to talk about? I don't have any idea yet. Okay, so this one, now we're gonna cut this at the same time. I want to put a backing on this one, and I think I want to do something like this. And again, it's double-sided, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to cut the wave part of this. I'm just going to cut this back, so I'm not wasting a lot of paper. Darn it, I just missed my trash can. No! I just swept my floor, too. I try to clean my desk off every night when I'm done, or every morning when I'm done. Depends. It really does depend. If I'm in the thick of a project and I just am too tired to stop what I'm to stop where I'm at and put everything away because I know I'm fixing to jump right back on it, I'll leave it out. But I have to straighten my desk every time before I do. All right, let me cut this out. This is different than those. Those need to be cut with the trimmer. This one has a, let me get my little scissors. It has like a whoop-de-doo type border edge. So I'm going to try to follow along with it. And see if we can't get it going. I have not checked my chickens in 2 days. I need to go check on them today. I'm going to make my breakfast smoothie here in a little bit, and then I'll go down there and check on them. They usually have plenty of food. Even if I miss one day, they got lots for the next day. But 2 days, I feel like their container's probably really close to the bottom. But that's not what they want. They want me to throw out scratch for them. That's all they want. And they have an endless water supply. We have hooked up straight to the faucet, and it comes out every time they drink, it fills it up. So they don't have to worry about running out of water. But I'm sure I need to collect some eggs. Let's see, it's a little journal card. And I can leave it just like that, or we can put something pretty on it. Again, it's just a little journal card. Now we get to do some of these guys. All right, this one I can actually put on here. And this one I can put on here. So let's go ahead and back these with some book page. Didn't even use that. I've been using my papers. I pulled out the ingredients that I had, and then I ordered some more with my Kroger grocery order, which came already, to make some homemade granola. And I am so excited about it. I learned how to make this granola from a YouTuber years ago called Pickup Dimes. She is either vegan or vegetarian. I don't know which is which. But I made this granola once before, even though I eat meat, because it's granola. You don't put meat in your granola. But it was so tasty. I used to throw it on top of my yogurt, or I would just dip into it when I wanted to have like a, not a trail mix, but something similar. I just get the taste in my mouth. I grab like a handful of it and throw it in my mouth. You can put it on your oatmeal, all these different things. And I've been eating yogurt with berries. Oops, too far. I don't know. We can do it with berries, and it's delicious like that. But the crunch of the granola on top of that would just be that much better. And it's all good stuff. It's cranberries, pepitas, sunflowers. Although couldn't find any raw sunflower seeds. It's got raisins and, oh no, guys, guess what I just did? I did not put it on Bookpage. I backed it right on here. Oh well, I guess these are going to be thinner. I forgot to put them on Bookpage. Why didn't y'all tell me? See, that's what happens when I sit here and rub my mouth. Oh well. I guess I got two thin ones. And this paper that I backed it with is just straight copy paper. It's not my hard 32-pound paper. So, oh well, I'm putting them over there though. Those are the ones that need to be trimmed up. And we still got to dress them. I don't know if we're going to put anything on them. If we're going to punch them, put holes in them, or what we're going to do. So, all right, let me move. I'm going to move them. I'm not using it. I'll set those like that. Okay. Pay attention, Linda. I want to do these big ones. Because that one, I might have to fold it in half to put it in a pocket. And if I fold it in half, I might want it to be like that. So it's not so. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to glue it onto here. And then we'll fold it in half. And then we can always decorate it at a later date. Anyhow, I'm making the granola today. I think I'm going to make myself some homemade bread. I figured, if Jesus is the bread of life, He broke the bread with his disciples and said, "Take, eat. In remembrance of me, this is my body." Then I should be able to eat bread and not feel guilty about it. However, the bread from the grocery stores have all these additives and preservatives and such inside them to help keep them shelf stable longer. And I don't really want all those additives and preservatives. So I'm thinking about making some homemade bread that I know will last 3 days tops. But I want to make it Friday so my husband's got some fresh bread to come home to. Even though I have a loaf of bread sitting on the top of my toaster, a homemade piece of bread with a turkey sandwich and mixed greens on it and homemade mayonnaise. I could do that, right? All right. I might be able to put a tall tag on that, so we'll save that piece. Anyhow, I was thinking about that. It's not really fall. It's not, but the weather has changed quite a bit. It's not as hot as it was. And I can actually bake the bread. Oh, fine, just cut it off. There. I can actually bake the bread inside my house and not feel too hot. And even though I don't eat the way I used to, I love bread. I don't want to miss out on it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and normally I would just let it dry, but I'm going to fold it. I'm going to just fold it right there. Call that done. And we're going to just put it over there because it's not done. It's just that part is done. I'm probably going to have to do the same with this one. So let me find a pretty back for that guy. And we will do this one's not very thick though. Where's that plain brown one that I really like? Right here. This one, it's not as thick as my 32 pound, but it's thicker than my 20-pound copy paper. So this one is a good one for this kind of thing also. So with my husband out of town, I've become somewhat lazy. I haven't been working out. I haven't been walking on my treadmill. I haven't been eating like I was. I mean, last night I made myself some grilled shrimp and I had a mixed green salad. I did put a couple little pieces of croutons in it, but I had the Olive Garden Italian dressing, the light one, so that I could actually enjoy it. But I only put like two, maybe 3 tablespoons of the dressing on my salad, and it was mostly mixed greens. So I'm still eating halfway decent. My breakfast and my lunch. Lunch I had leftover chicken with some quinoa and rice, which I have to tell you, it's not my favorite, but I bought it so that I could eat it and feel good about it. So I ate the leftovers of that yesterday. And then every morning when I wake up, I still do the hot shot, which is a teaspoon of ginger, 2 teaspoons of turmeric, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and coconut water, about a quarter cup, I think it is. That was fast. That was real fast. Okay, this one is tall, so we're going to bend this one like so. And again, we can always add things to the front. Okay, now we just have this little booklet and these 3 tags, and that's it. I'll show you what we made, and we'll call it a day. This is what we got so far. These right here that I still got to work on. This one, this one, this one. The little booklets. And this one. And then our pockets, our wraparound pocket, our side tuck, and side tuck. We got quite a bit done. Thank you guys so much for watching on this Work On It Wednesday. Have a blessed day.